recording start, and I'll just hand over to you, sir.
Okay.
Exactly 4 p.m. will start, sir.
Yeah, I am ready, sir.
Yeah, sir, you can check your slides if you want. I've made you co-host.
Yeah, we can see your slides,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we can see your slides. Yes.
Probably
Yes, sir.
if you put the large screen as a PPT mode, yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, fantastic, sir.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic, sir. Sir, I'm
Yeah.
making you host, sir. Please disable the waiting room, and you can make me co-host. Sir, I made you host, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the settings and
Disable the waiting room, sir.
disable the waiting room from there, sir.
You can minimize the screen, sir. We'll have 2 minutes of introductions. Then you can restart your.
Yeah, I am not able to.
I'm able to
yeah,
see.
I got it now. Yeah, I was not able to figure out.
Now it's coming, sir, nicely. Only
Participants.
you go back to stop sharing. We will have some 2 minutes or 1 minute of introduction. Then you can restart sharing when the talk begins, sir.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that. No, I'm not able to stop sharing.
You're a host.
No, where is the option?
No, sir. Just click on that window, the hide window. All the settings will be there, no, sir.
On the top, there is a green line, sir.
Stop.
Yeah. So go to what participants, na?
Even on the top screen, you have a.
Other 3 dots will be there, sir. 3 dots. 3 dots.
Yeah, 3 dots.
Settings.
Okay.
3 dots.
Reaction support.
Stop share option will be there, sir. You can stop share. You can put the stop share there.
No, I'm not getting the option of stop share, unfortunately.
Now, once you hover your cursor there, you will get it, sir. Or you click it on the 3 dots. On the top right.
I clicked on the 3 dots only.
On the top right.
Yeah. Record to this, record breakout rooms, reactions, support. Yeah, stop. Yeah, disable invite.
Sir, go back to the main folder, sir. Go back to the
main annotations for others. No.
It won't be there in the 3 dots, sir. It won't be there.
Permission मांग रहे हैं ना जो भी आ रहा है वो.
नहीं sir. 3 dots में नहीं sir. अगर main.
You have disabled the waiting. I have disabled the waiting room. Yeah. No.
Excellent, sir. You come back, sir. Come back. Then in the main settings only it will be there, sir. After the speaker video, it will be there.
It is done. It is done. It is done.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you just stop screen sharing, sir.
Yeah, I'll just. Oh.
Sir, besides that participants chat only, it will be there, sir. Stop share, okay?
Yeah, I've already done.
No, but
still we are able. Still we are seeing, sir.
We are seeing the slide. Your screen is visible.
Enabled. I have disabled now. Again, I have enabled it. Waiting.
You disable it. Disable the stop sharing.
Yeah, you have disabled the waiting room. Na?
Waiting room.
Not that one, sir. Yeah, either participants and stop video mute के बाद there will be a screen share screen या off screen बोल के रहता sir. उसको just उसमें red वाला रहता. You just click it on that. Share option आया रहना sir. और mute video and participants के बाद रहता है sir. In that line, what you are seeing?
So there is mute, start video, security, participants, chat, new share,
That's all, sir.
pause share, then annotate,
What is the
control.
share one, sir? Share one you said? What is that?
New share. That is for
Okay.
screen sharing and pause share.
But still we are seeing the screen share. It's okay, sir. We'll start, sir.
I can stop. We can start, Pawan.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, good afternoon, dear pediatricians of Telangana state and all across the country who have joined for this wonderful session by Pediatric Academy of Telangana State for financial intelligence for pediatricians. So this is the third year, and we have our great legendary pediatricians whom we revere a lot. Dr. Ajay sir, the lead coordinator for this wonderful program. He is conducting this session selflessly for the past 3 years for the benefit of all the pediatricians. His mission is to make every pediatrician a financial literate. And that is the mission of sir, and we are very much inspired by his passion and compassion for all the pediatricians. So in that series, I welcome for today's session by Dr. Rajiv Agarwal sir, who gracefully agreed for discussing the most difficult topic, the digital currency and cryptocurrency. We are eagerly waiting for you, sir. And now I invite our lead coordinator for this financial fitness program, Dr. Ajay sir, to give his initial remarks and hand over the stage to Dr. Rajiv Agarwal sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pawan, for a constant and consistent and persistent efforts of yours to maintain this program every Sunday. We have been doing it from past many months for this series 2. We call it as a financial intelligence for pediatricians, but continuing since past 3 years, trying to educate and spread the financial literacy among the pediatricians. We have today topic digital currency and cryptocurrency by expert in this field with a very knowledgeable practice in pediatrician from Mumbai, Dr. Rajiv Agarwal sir, who was a speaker in the Mahamanikon, the mega conference which was held last month. Sir is the treasurer of Maharashtra IMS and also at the national level at various boards. He is a medical legal expert also. He is in hospital administration certified pediatrician, a hospital and running it successfully in Mumbai. I request all others mute yourself. Kindly mute yourself so that can allow our guest speaker to start his presentation. Before that, this is our 20th topic and a talk. We are doing it in our Pediatric Academy of Telangana under the Presidential Action Plan in this year. We have dealt various topics trying to educate all the participants in our group. We have a WhatsApp group of 1,500 doctors continuously, seriously attending, regularly participating, asking questions, answering themselves, learning within themselves and helping each other in improving the financial literacy program. We have had a series of wonderful doctors from all over India who has participated in giving meticulously prepared topics. And also we have got in the coming few weeks, number of topics lined up, 3 more topics till this month end every Sunday. Subsequently, there is a thinking among ourselves to give some break in the month of October and restart it subsequently. Meanwhile, I request you all to revise and see all the previous uploaded YouTube talks in Principal Branch of IAP and also in my own YouTube channel, and go through them and try to pick up some concepts and ideas in trying to invest and creating
Sir, Rajiv sir, please make me co-host, sir. We can mute all. We can mute all, sir.
Whom do I make co-host?
Yes, sir. Myself, sir. That Dr. Pawan Kumar. I just pinged you. You can just make me. So any disturbance is there, I can attend.
Yeah, I will make you co-host here. Okay.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else to be made as co-host?
No. Dr.
That's
Pawan,
all, sir. Harish Gopal, sir, has not joined. Harish Gopal is there, sir. You can make him, Dr. Harish Gopal, as a co-host.
Even you can make him actually. Now.
Yes, sir.
I'm not able to look at him.
Okay, sir. I'll do that, sir. No issue, sir.
There in his contact list.
Yeah. So only host can make it, sir. Harish, you can just type Harish in the chat.
Okay.
Knows. Yeah. Sir, go ahead, sir.
Yeah,
Ajay,
Harish
sir.
Gopal, yeah.
So, thank you very much, all the participants, for making this program very popular and interesting and self-learning. And I thank all the speakers who have been coming to us, giving consent and spending their time and taking a lot of trouble in presenting. And today, as I said, I have introduced Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, sir, a very pleasant man, very friendly man, very helpful. He runs himself a couple of groups on finance. And those who are interested further contacting sir can contact it, and he will be on a very first call, will call you back and talk to you and help you around. And I request Rajiv sir also to be there in our group, both the groups, to answer few theme questions of this week on digital currency and also on the cryptocurrency. Though we have been trying to control ourselves to take a class on cryptocurrency, but I heard Rajiv sir's class. He was very, very non-judgmental. He was very informative, and he just presented the facts as it is, so that it is up to us to absorb it and take our own decision, informed decision, and what to do and how to go about. At least the awareness is what I thought we should have. And Rajiv sir has agreed. Today, Rajiv Agarwal sir will talk to us on digital currency and cryptocurrency. I request Dr. Harish Gopal if he wants to say a few words in the commencing the talk before Dr. Rajiv Agarwal talks. Dr. Harish sir. I think he will join us at the end of the talk, sir. I requested Rajiv.
He will have to re-log in because he has just joined with a video, so he'll have to. If he wants to talk, then he'll have to re-log in.
Yeah.
He'll have to exit.
Harish sir, are you there? It's all right, sir. I think he will join and then we'll talk. And I now request over to Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, sir. I'll request him to present his today's talk, digital currency and cryptocurrency. Over to Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting me for this, prestigious talks on this. I'm really very happy that I'm part of this, and you all have been doing it for the last 3 years selflessly. Every Sunday 4 to 5. Sir had called me and he told, "Why will you like to give a talk on this?" I told, "Why not? I'm also a pediatrician." So I'm more than happy and privileged. I'm not an expert. Let it be the first disclosure. I'm not a financial consultant. I'm not a SEBI registered final consultant. So whatever presentation I will be giving, these are my personal views, but I can vouch ki when no one knew about cryptocurrency, that is the time when I invested in cryptocurrency, right up to, at 2010, when Bitcoin was available at, 5,000, 10,000, I've invested in Bitcoin maximum at 40,000 rupees, not dollars, 40,000 rupees. So that was a time when I'd invested in Bitcoin and then shifted some Bitcoin to Ethereum, and that has really given me good growth. And this, so Nasik people requested me just out of curiosity. They did not know about my this investments and all. So I'm thankful you all listened to that and someone is benefited. So these all are my personal views. So please take at whatever you are buying or selling, it's at your own risk. Just yeah, I am PG diploma in medical legal science, advanced diploma in hospital administration. Then I'm treasurer of IMA Maharashtra State and also treasurer of I am a National Hospital Board of India, Vice President of AMC Mumbai, and involved in other associations. Unfortunately, I am not very active in IAP. Now, what is digital currency? Digital currency is a form of currency that is available only in the digital or electronic form. Just as we carry cash in our wallet, there is a digital wallet, and in that wallet, this currency is available. So this is what is called as digital money, electronic currency, or cyber cash. So, everyone has a different name, so you can call them anything. Now, key takeaway on digital currency. Digital currencies are currencies that are only accessible with computers or mobile phones, because they exist only in the electronic form. You will not have physical forms. Typical digital currencies do not require intermediaries and often the cheapest method for trading currencies. All cryptocurrencies are digital currencies, but the vice versa is not true. Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies, but all digital currencies are not cryptocurrencies. Some of the advantages of digital currencies are that they enable seamless transfer of value and can make transactions cost very cheaper. Some of the disadvantages are they are volatile to trade and are susceptible to the market flow. So digital currencies do not have any physical attributes and are available only in the digital form. I hope I am very clear and audible.
Yeah. Sir, you are very clear, audible, and your screens are very nicely visible, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Transactions involving digital currencies are made using computers or electronic wallets, connected to the internet or designated networks. In contrast, physical currencies that are banknotes, what we are using, or minted coins are tangible. They fade or they are destroyed with time. They have a definite physical attributes, characteristic. Transactions involving such currencies and made possible only by minting them, physically minting them, and you have to have them physically in your pocket, whenever you want to do that transaction. Suppose you are traveling, you may not be able to carry a lot of cash with you, but you can carry crores of rupees in your digital wallet. So that is the advantage of digital currency. Digital currencies have utility similar to physical currencies. They are used to purchase goods and pay for services. They can also find restricted use in online gamings, gambling portals or social networks. Now, some basic information about this. Whenever we are talking about digital currencies, you will listen a lot about blockchain, cryptography, double spend. So what is blockchain? It's a public accounting book. It's an accounting book for all Bitcoin transactions. It is Bitcoin transactions that have been executed. It's a constantly growing as completed blocks and are added to new set of recording. Means every time you do a transaction, there is a block created that gets added behind the previous block. So in this way, these blocks are continuously expanding linearly in a chronological order. What is cryptography? Cryptography is a science. It's an art. It's a method of storing and transmitting data in a particular form so that only those for whom it is intended can use it, process it, and read it. Now, what is double spend? If a malicious user tries to spend their bitcoins or any cryptocurrencies to two different recipients, suppose I have to pay to X person and to Y person also, and if I have only 1 rupee and I have to pay 1 rupee each, so I cannot pay both of them 1 rupee. So that is double spend. If I try to do double spending, means with that 1 rupee, I try to pay A also, B also, that is wrong and that is not possible. So that is what. So Bitcoin mining and the blockchain are there to create a consensus on the network about which of the two transactions which to be confirmed. So whenever I make a transaction for A and B, only one transaction will get confirmed and only one person will be paid that 1 rupee what I have. Now, overview of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency operates as a future revenue stream in the digital finance world. They are blockchain technology that allows the user to send exactly what they want without involvement of a third party. So whenever you are doing any transaction, no one knows whom you are transacting. Whenever you issue a check in a bank, the bank person who clears the check knows that XYZ person has given such and such amount to XYZ person, But in cryptocurrency, it is online, digital, only you know and the person who receives knows it. More than 70% of the mobile phone users prefer transaction on their phone, which is one of the major drivers for the cryptocurrency. Some other thing, process of what is mining, a lot of time you hear about mining, key people are mining bitcoins. So what is that? It is a process of adding transaction records to physical accounting book of past transaction, a blockchain. Basically, to cut it short, mining is a process of making new bitcoins. It's a very complex process. The computers required for that are very high end. Each computer costs more than 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, and if you need to have at least 4 or 5 computers in a nice air conditioned room, and a person continuously algorithmically working on that, and then only this gets generated. So Bitcoin mining is a process of making computer hardware do mathematical calculations for the Bitcoin network to confirm transaction and increase security. The difficulty of the algorithm increases with the amount of Bitcoins and transfer, so that block cracking becomes more difficult and requires a lot of resources. A single computer may take 3 full years to crack a single blockchain and make one Bitcoin. So with one computer, it may take you, with a high-end computer, it may take you almost 3 years to make one. Today there are at least a few dozen Bitcoin mining programs, most of them who allow users to connect to mining groups and mine together blocks which are worth around 25 Bitcoins. Now, the characteristics of the digital currencies. Digital currencies also enable instant transactions that are seamlessly executed across borders. For instance, if you are sitting somewhere in US and you want to do a transaction in Singapore, it can be done without any efforts, provided you have an online network. Now, characteristics, again, digital currencies could be of two types. It is centralized or decentralized. Now, what do you mean by centralized? Centralized means, in short, it is owned by the government. There is a government, whichever country it is, that country is owning that currency. That is a centralized currency, means it is controlled by a center. What is fiat currency? It is the local currency of that particular country. Like for India, the fiat currency is a rupee. So this fiat currency is a physical form of currency. It's a centralized system of production and distribution by the central bank or government agencies. Prominent cryptocurrencies, what we all talk about is Bitcoin, Ethereum. Digital currencies have transfer value. They have value. That is the reason why today on a Sunday afternoon, we are talking about this digital currency. And they require a mental shift in their existing framework for currencies, where they are associated with sale and purchase and transactions online or offline. So that is the reason why they have some worth. Now, what are the types of currencies? First is digital currency. Now, there are two types of digital currencies: regulated or unregulated. Now, what do you mean by regulated? Regulated means controlled by the government. Unregulated means someone else, a private party, controls it. Now, what is virtual currency? Virtual currency is a form of digital currency, but it is an unregulated digital currency. So you got it right. So it is controlled by the developers or the organization which has made it, and it has a defined network protocol. Anyone cannot go into that network. Only those who have that particular currency, only they will have the access to that wallet, and they will be only having the information about that currency. What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a virtual currency. It's a digital currency, but it uses cryptography to secure and verify transactions, as well as to manage and control the creation of other this. Now, types of digital currencies, again, we are going to cryptocurrencies. They are the digital currencies. They use cryptography. Cryptography is also used to manage and control the creation of such currencies. Bitcoin and Ethereum are examples of cryptocurrencies. Depending upon the jurisdiction, cryptocurrencies may or may not be regulated. In some countries, cryptocurrencies are also regulated. Unfortunately, in India, it is not yet regulated. Cryptocurrencies are considered virtual currencies, as I told earlier also, because they are unregulated and exist only in the digital form. So they are also a digital currency. Virtual currencies are unregulated digital currencies controlled by developers or a founding organization, and they can be used in gaming networks. Many times, online gamings, they use this virtual currency so that they can get away with the government for the taxation. Now, something new that has come up is central bank digital currencies. Now, what is this CBDCs? They are regulated digital currencies issued by the central bank or a country. Say India also, the e-rupee is the currency that has come up, and there is also Indian e-currency also. A CBDC can be a supplement or a replacement to traditional fiat currency, but unlike fiat currency, which exists both in physical. So fiat currency can be in digital or physical form, but a CBDC exists only in digital form. It is an electronic version of cash. Means you are carrying hard cash in your mobile or in your electronic wallet. England, Sweden, and other countries, they are considering plans to launch their own digital version of their native fiat currencies. Use of these CBDCs are suggested as a means of enhancing the speed and security of centralized payment systems, lowering the costs and dangers of handling cash, promoting greater financial inclusions for people and companies without access to conventional banking services that may have cross-border payments easier and faster. Now, what are the advantages of digital currency? Faster transactions and faster transfer. Instant. You want to transfer money anywhere in the world, by just a click of a button. It will not take more than few seconds, to transfer, and it is very low cost because hardly any cost is involved. No physical manufacturing is required. That is the reason why they are immune to physical defects or soiling, and for also no cost is involved in transport also. Now, what are the advantage? Other advantage: monitoring physical policy implementation. The CBDCs can help circumvent the mechanism and enable a government agency to disburse payment directly to citizens. This also simplifies the production and distribution methods by obviating the need for physical manufacturing and transportation of physical currencies. So there is no need to manufacture, minting press, then you go and transport it to different parts of the country, to different banks. So that all is eliminated. Other advantage is cheaper transaction cost. The overall cost is much cheaper to the consumer also and to the government also. It is decentralized. That is, if it is a decentralized, it cannot be controlled by any government or financial institutions, and that is the reason why it has become more and more popular and resistant to government interference, censorship, and manipulation. Decentralization means true control over the digital is spread over the manufacturer. So, and privacy, there is a high level of privacy and anonymity. No one will come to know what money you have transferred to whom, and that is the biggest advantage, and that is the reason why they're helpful for those who want to protect their confidentiality of their financial dealings. And it is accessible across the world, wherever you are, and specifically for, high profile people who are traveling continuously, if they need to do any transactions, so they may not be able to have the conventional banking at their doorsteps every time when they're out of the country, so that time it is accessible because it is on your mobile or on a laptop. Disadvantages: storage and infrastructure issues. You need to have a robust security so that the wallet is not hacked, and if it is hacked, all your money will go. Hacking potential: they can be stolen. Volatile: the price swings. Bitcoin, you have seen, right, going up to almost $80,000, and now it is around $26,000. So you can understand the volatility. In 2010, I had brought Bitcoin somewhere in 10,000 rupees, and today it is 26,000. It had gone to 80,000. Ethereum I had brought somewhere, say about 5,000 rupees, and now it is around $1,600. So wild price swings. Limited acceptance, they are not commonly used as a means of payment by the retailers and other enterprises, and irreversible. Once a transaction has been done, irrespective what you want, or you are wrong also, it cannot be reversed. So once your transaction is done, the person who has got the currency, it will be his. You cannot do anything. That is the biggest disadvantage. Now, future of cryptocurrencies: largely used for speculation or for buy other speculative assets. Highly volatile, and complexity of these currencies make them impractical for most daily applications. So today, if you are having Bitcoin, you do some trading, and tomorrow that Bitcoin at 26,000 makes $80,000. You will always repent. I have now paid 80,000 for that same product. So that is, that is the reason why people are trying to conserve it and keep it in their wallet and not trying to spend it. That is one more this. And there is something called stable coins, which the government, to decrease the volatility, tried to come out with this, where a fixed price with respect to the fiat currency, like the currency of Nepal and India. They have a fixed price. India is suppose 1 rupee, so Nepal will be, I suppose, 2.3 or something, if I'm not wrong. So that price is fixed, irrespective of what the dollar is or what the pound is. So similarly, they tried to find the stable coins, but unfortunately, it failed miserably. Another possible application is in CBDC currencies, where it can be used by countries' money or monetary, for internal transfers, for buying and selling things, and that would make it more worthwhile because we do not have to depend on dollars. So they would be used and stored in online wallets similar to cryptocurrencies, but allowing the central bank to issue and freeze tokens at will. Several countries such as China have proposed digital versions of their currencies. Now, what is a digital e-rupee? Recently, the government of India has come with the digital rupee that is called e-rupee. It is only in digital form. So e-rupee is defined as the legal tender issued by the Reserve Bank of India according to the concept note. Touted as digital rupee or e-rupees, RBI CBDC is the same as sovereign currency and is exchangeable one-to-one at par with the physical currency. So if I have to pay XYZ person 100 rupees, so each e-rupee, if it's of 1 rupee value, if I transfer 100 e-rupees to XYZ person, he will get that 100 rupees, which is encashable immediately. That amount will directly go to the person's account. So what are the two types of e-rupees? That is retail for general purpose and wholesale. Now CBDC is a sovereign currency issued by central banks. It appears as a liability in the central banks because they have issued it, and once the person who has encashed it does that amount, the bank has to transfer it to that person's account. Suppose I I take say 1,000 rupees as e-rupee from a bank. So bank has issued me. Now tomorrow, if I spend it and give it to someone, the bank has to transfer that money to that person whom I am paying. It must be accepted as a medium of payment, legal tool, and a safe store of value by all citizens, enterprise, and government. It is convertible against commercial bank money and cash. You can always convert it into cash. It is fungible legal tender. It is a legal tender which is acceptable, and you did not have a bank account. It's stored in a digital wallet. It is expected to lower the cost of issuance of money and transactions. E-rupees cashless and contactless, essentially be like a prepaid gift card. We all know what is prepaid. So it is like a prepaid gift voucher. You are redeeming it somewhere, and then you are giving it to that person, and it will connect the sponsor of the service with the beneficiaries and service in a digital manner without any physical interface. You don't have to do any physical interface. The two types, retail can be used for private sector, non-financial consumers and businesses, and it will provide access to safe money for payment and settlement as it's a direct liability. Wholesale, it is used in bulk by many bigger companies. It is the electronic version of cash, primary for retail transactions. It is designated for settlement of interbank transfer. Now whenever you are doing a bank transfer, suppose I want to pay someone, I purchase something from US or UK, and I want to pay them in Indian rupees, there is a cost of transfer. There is a transaction cost of converting rupee into a dollar. With this, that cost will come down. Wholesale CBDC has the potential to transfer settlements system for financial transactions and make them more efficient. Going by the potential offered by each of them. Yeah. Why is RBI introducing CBDC? It is aimed to complement rather than replace. So you need not be afraid that physical currency, whoever has in their bank lockers or in their house, it will not be replaced. Maybe the 2000 notes will go, but the physical currencies will still exist. Current forms of money, and is investigated to provide an additional payment avenue to users, and it is not at all to replace the existing payment system. RBI believes that the digital rupee will bolster India's digital economy, enhance physical inclusion, and make the monetary and payment system more efficient. We all have realized as doctors, when we are practicing in the hospital, now more and more people who are coming to the hospital are paying with QR codes or UPI or GPay and other thing, Paytm. So this is one form of payment. The digital rupee provides India with an opportunity to establish the dominance of digital rupee as a superior currency for trade with its strategic partner, and thereby reducing its dependency on the dollars. And it will also address the malpractices such as tax evasion, terror funding, money laundering, etc. As the central bank can keep a check on every unit of the digital currencies. This digital currencies, they cannot be replicated. Like there are bogus notes or this, but that is not possible with this digital currency. And it will empower RBI to control monetary policies. These effects on monetary policies can be immediately reflected instead of relying on commercial banks to make changes when they deem fit. It will also empower RBI to monitor transactions, what money is going to whom, and weeding off scams, fraud instantly, thereby protecting depositors' money. It will also help in distracting people from investing in cryptocurrencies. It will also turn every large economic company into a fintech company, nullifying the need for permissions or partnership with a bank. They can have their own transactions, and it will create incentives for the companies and provide financial assistance. And it will also make loans, insurance, stocks, and other things very much easier. Just in short, how the e-rupee redemption, it's a voucher. Whenever you buy it from a government or a corporate person, you will get a QR code or a SMS. Once, wherever you go, suppose you go to a mall and you want to pay that, so you have to just approach that payment person, wherever store you're going. They will scan the voucher. Immediately on scanning the voucher, they will be able to redeem it. You will get an OTP. Once the OTP is shared with the salesman, the money in your wallet, digital money, e-rupee in your wallet, will get transferred to them instantly. So it is as simple as that. You don't need a smartphone also for this. Now, what are the benefits for consumers? It is contactless, easily redeemable, no digital or bank presence required, and no smartphone is required. For hospitals, easy and secure, hassle-free and contactless payment collections, quick redemption process. It can be redeemed immediately. For corporates, they can do bulk transfers and enable well-being of their employees. It is contactless, end-to-end digital transactions, and does not require any physical issuance, and hence reduces the cost. Voucher redemption can be tracked by the issuer. Now, just a short comparison between the difference between the e-rupee unified and cryptocurrency CBDC. E-rupee is it's a one-time cashless contactless payment. It's a one-time payment. Once a voucher is redeemed, that voucher is useless. You have to throw it. So it's a prepaid voucher. UPI, you can connect multiple bank accounts into your UPI and you can make payments. So whatever is there in your bank account, if you are paying it in a digital way, that is UPI. What is cryptocurrency? They are digital currencies which are unregulated. What is CBDC? It's a digital form of your fiat currency. So this is the basic difference between the four of them, very simple. Now let us discuss some cryptocurrencies. You all must be eager and waiting to listen about that, I know. So first thing what comes to our mind is Bitcoin. It's a distributed, decentralized digital currency system. It was released by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008, effectively a bank run by an ad hoc network. It has digital checks and a distribution transaction logs. So I am really surprised about this man. What gave him that idea of inventing the Bitcoin and how much Bitcoin he has and what money he must be having right now. We all don't know. So what are the benefits of Bitcoin? It is fungible. One unit is identical to another unit. Aisa nahi ki it's a rupee is not identical to dollar. 1 rupee is equivalent to 83. $1 is equivalent to 83 rupees. So there, each Bitcoin is equivalent to another Bitcoin. It is divisible. You can make multiple minute parts, of the same currency. It is acceptable worldwide. It has limited supply, and that is the reason why it has become more important. And it is uniform. Denominations means 1.05 means 1.05 only. It will not change. It is portable. You can transport and exchange anywhere because you are carrying it in your mobile, and it is now size of the Bitcoin. Number of Bitcoins in circulations is 19.43 million, as of July 2023. And what is the maximum number of Bitcoins that are available, that could be available? That is 21 millions. Beyond that, it will not be go. So there is a capping on the maximum Bitcoin that will be available to anyone in the market. Average price of a Bitcoin is wavering for the last almost a year at around 30,000. Today it was around 26,000 odd amount. So this price has been very unstable, And security in Bitcoin, there are many multiple steps like authentication, integrity, availability, and confidentiality. These are beyond the scope of this talk, because they are very complex processes. And if I try to explain them, you will forget everything. Now, Bitcoin networks, each P2B node runs from the following. Again, these are the same things. Now, the price of Bitcoin, you see in 2010, the price was $0.09 and it went to something like $26.9. That is when I suppose something between 2010 and 11, I bought this Bitcoin. And you see the peak was $69,000 in November. And again, it dropped down to how much? 49,000. Again in December, dropped down to 18, December 22. So this is the history of Bitcoin. You will see the price dropping and coming up, so it is very volatile. In short, over the years I've told. Bitcoin, this was somewhere in 18th of July. That time it was around 25 lakh rupees, amounting to around $28,000. Today it is around $26,000. Now, again, you can see the investment. If you had invested $10,000 in 2013, what was your value of dollars today? It was 19 lakhs 20,000. So $10,000 became 19 lakhs $20,000 today. $10,000 in 14 became 55,550. In 15, so again after 15, if you bought, it was around 98,000, and in 16 it was 62,000. So this is, you can see the image here. So those who had invested before 2013, it's a jackpot for them. Now, this one important thing, happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. It's a fun fact. On 22nd May 2010, Laszlo Hanzek, a Florida programmer, made the world's first real Bitcoin transaction by spending 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. 10,000 Bitcoins. Now you imagine what was the cost of that pizza and how much money has gone into the drain, flushed. So do you know what the pizza is worth today in Bitcoin price? You will all be surprised. That time 10,000 Bitcoins may have not had value, but today if that person had that 10,000, he could have owned a country. Now, should I invest in Bitcoins? Yes. The largest cryptocurrency by market cap, it's a risky investment, highly volatile and high risk. If you have a high risk tolerance, you are not afraid of losing your money. In that case, then you can surely think of investment. But you should have a strong financial position and you can afford to lose that money, whatever you're investing, because you never know when the government will change the rules and it could become zero. Investors should not invest huge chunks of their money in cryptocurrencies. Instead, put in small amounts periodically if they wish to take the risk. It's like a SIP. While the future of Bitcoin remains unknown, retail investors need to be more watchful and cautious about each and every move of Bitcoin, as it is quite a bad year for Bitcoin. Bitcoiners should not forget that the currency is still trading at almost 50%, less than 50% of its all-time high, 70,000, and today it is 26,000. So almost, 33, 40%. Now, what the experts believe, crypto experts believe that if Bitcoin sticks to its resistance level of 30,000, in July when I gave this talk, that time it was hovering around 28 to 30,000 rupees, and we expected it not to break that level, but unfortunately that level was also broken in August and it came to 25,000. From there again it has bounced back to 27,000. So it is likely from here, however, breaking the critical level of 26,000 is very important, and if that level is broken consistently on a monthly basis, then we could see a huge downside in Bitcoin. But personally speaking, till it does not break 25,000, it is still a safe bet. One of the other reasons why experts are bullish on Bitcoin is that next year 2024 is the year of Bitcoin's halving event. Now, what do you mean by halving event? This Bitcoin halving event happens every 4 years, in which Bitcoin rewards to miners. Like I told you, for mining with one high-end computer, it takes 3 years. So next year, earlier the Bitcoin, about 8 years down the line, for mining they used to get 13 Bitcoin, 12.5 Bitcoins. After 4 years before that, they got 6.25. Now from 2024, this will be reduced to 3.125. So that is the reason why, because this halving will come, it helps in contracting the supply, and that is the reason why it has been seen historically in the past 12 years. Whenever this halving mechanism takes place, that is a good sign for bringing momentum in the Bitcoin's price. So we anticipate 2024 could be a year for Bitcoin, and it could grow and expand exponentially, but this is just an assumption. I'm not a financial expert. You are buying Bitcoin, you're selling Bitcoin, or you're trading in Bitcoin at your own risk. As a normal person, I am not at all asking you to invest in Bitcoins or any cryptocurrencies. Moreover, large investors who are known as Bitcoin whales, they have started accumulating this online chain because they anticipate, there will be a recovery in the price of Bitcoin very exponentially and very fast. So they have many, this Bitcoin whales, those who hold between 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoins. Someone from this 50 odd crowd, could be a Bitcoin whale. So we never know, but then definitely they are aggregating because they are anticipating recovery. Marshall Beard, Chief Strategy Officer at US-based cryptocurrency exchange Gemini, believes Bitcoin to break all-time high this year. Unfortunately, this is going on for the last 1 year, but it has not broken. He said the level of 1 lakh dollar figure is an interesting number if Bitcoin gets to the previous high of 69. Once the previous high of 69,000, that is, Bitcoin breaks that and comes to 70, it will reach very fast to 1 lakh. If Bitcoin really touches this magical figure, then it has to go upside of almost 270 times of this current level. So that is also a big task. Now, why Bitcoin is something that has come into picture, and many governments are trying to ban it, or not taking it with a pinch of salt, because of black market. 10% of drug deals on dark web are done through Bitcoins. Theft, no provision to identify the thief. Nowadays, whenever a bank's website or any company's website or other software gets hacked, they ask them to pay in Bitcoins, because the payment done by the person, he also does not know in whose account or which wallet it goes. Ransomware, hacking of your system, as I told. Malware stealing, like you steal the private keys for Bitcoin wallets and then the wallet becomes empty. You are left with nothing. So this is one of the criminal activities. Then legality, yes, initially finance minister tried to ban it, but later on with the Supreme Court judgment, this was reversed, and as of now, Bitcoin is legal in India. Now, is Bitcoin trading of cryptocurrencies allowed in India, and a tax of 30% is charged on them. So effectively it comes to 33% because there is a surcharge also. However, the status of legal tender is not given to cryptocurrencies, and they cannot be used for banking purpose as of now in India. Losses cannot be claimed in cryptocurrency. Suppose you buy Bitcoin for say $30,000 and it goes to $20,000 and you sell it. So this $10,000, whatever loss you have incurred, you cannot claim it in your books, but whatever is the profit, you have to pay tax. So that is one more negative thing which the government this. Now next that we need to know is Ethereum. It's a worldwide digitalized, decentralized software-based platform, on a blockchain technology which is well known for its native cryptocurrency. It is commonly called as Ether, abbreviated as ETH. Anyone may use Ethereum to construct any secure digital technology. It has a currency for use in blockchain network, but participants may deploy it to pay for blockchain. And believe me, this Ethereum or Ether or ETH, whatever you call, this is being used by many software companies for payment and for their data analysis. So personally speaking, I feel this has a better future than Bitcoin, because this is being used actually by the software companies. Now, what is the mechanism? What are the benefits? Autonomy, it removes the third party. Backup, documents are replicated several times. Then transparency, then accuracy, and saving. No charges are paid to anyone for intermediation. Now, if you have to pay an Ether, this is how the blockchain works. It is a complex blockchain where authentication is required by the miner who authenticates the transactions, then the payment is made. So every time a new blockchain, and in a linear form, as I told, it will be done that way. Now, what is the difference between a Bitcoin and an Ethereum? Most important, Bitcoin is the first decentralized cryptocurrency that an anonymous individual entity called as Satoshi founded in 2008-2009. Ethereum was developed by Vitalik Buterin, a cryptocurrency analyst and a programmer, in 2015. It's a cryptocurrency as well as a global payment system, where Ethereum is a decentralized programmable platform that enables apps to run smart contracts and use digital tokens. So that is the basic difference. Bitcoin allows for peer-to-peer transaction, the purchase of products and services, and the long-term creation of wealth. Ethereum can manage accounts and transactions and store and execute newly developed programmable logic. So this is basically used by software companies, and this is purely speculative currency which is used by people for as we call it satta, jua. Bitcoin has a limited supply of 21 millions, whereas Ethereum has an annual supply of 18 million. So you can imagine, deflationary supply types, a finite number of Bitcoins will be made, and the transaction cost is determined by the amount of Bitcoins traded. Here, inflationary supply chain, much like fiat currency, where more tokens can be made over time. And so that is the reason why I feel personally it has a better future. And operations and storage determines the transaction cost. How much you have to operate and store it, that is what is the difference. Now, Ethereum prices from inception, I had brought Ethereum somewhere in 2016-17. That time it was at the rock bottom. It touched to maximum around 4,500 somewhere in August 2021, and then from there on, it has come down. Now it is wavering around $1,600 to $1,700. But I see personally it has a bright future. Ethereum 1,61,000 as on 18 July. Now again, this investment, 10,000 invested in 2015 would have made 38 lakhs dollars, 38 lakhs dollars. And in 16, 2,35,000, and in 17, 2,52,000. So this is, you can see the person who has invested in Bitcoin in earlier and in Ethereum earlier, what money they have made, because that time it was available at a throwaway price. So top cryptocurrencies, last few slides, top cryptocurrencies in India. For a better insight into the crypto market, the Indian experts suggested investing in these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin most popular, Tron, Polygon, Ether, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Uniswap, WazirX. Top crypto exchanges in India: CoinSwitch, CoinDX, BuyuCoin, WazirX, Lotus, Unicorn, and this is the minimum investment you can do in these things. 5 best cryptocurrencies to buy for long time. This is just my suggestion, not a recommendation. And I do not know what will be the outcome, but just to complete the topics, why predict AI? That is artificial intelligence based ecosystem with 10 to 100x potential in 2023. That is what Google said, but unfortunately I did not find it to grow that way. Ethereum, Canado, Polkadot, and Chainlink. Now, how to buy cryptocurrency securely? 7 steps. You have to have a reputable exchange. The exchange or the wallet which you select, that is very important. You cannot select a wallet which has a weak security. So the wallet is very important, because if you do not have a good wallet, you can end up losing all your money. You have to set up an account with by KYC. You have to have safe secret face. You have to go for 2-factor authentication. It may be SMS or authenticator. Log into exchange on secure internet connections, select and purchase, and then once it is come to a wallet, you have to go for a storage and log off. Never forget to log off. Buying cryptocurrency securely, best practices. What are the do's and don'ts? Own your own keys. Don't share your keys with anyone. आपने आपका password अगर किसी को बता दिया, the value of these cryptocurrencies is so high, anyone can change, and they can transfer it from your wallet to other wallet. Use a hardware wallet. You should have a backup strategy. Do not do your own research. Use 2-factor authentication. Use a passport manager. Double check transaction information, because once your transaction has been done, and if it is wrong, it is irreversible. Whoever gets that money has that lottery. Protocol your trading how you want to do as per a tax requirement, and protects your privacy. Don't brag about holdings. Store your backup unencrypted online. Fall to scams, like someone says in 2 weeks time bitcoins will become 26,000 to 50,000. So we fall prey to this, and we start suddenly buying to these cryptocurrencies, not Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. In fact, many people in India, they started their own cryptocurrencies, cheated people, and now these cryptocurrencies do not exist. Only install remote access software. Do not install. Follow the mass media hype. Someone, these people who want to start their own digital cryptocurrencies, they create that hype. They spend crores of rupees on the digital hype, and because of that, what happens? You get catchy. This is coming up. I need to go. You feel you will miss the bus. That is the reason why they do this media hype. Don't search for the next Bitcoin. There is only one Bitcoin. Every time you may not be able to find that, and never invest more than what you can lose. Common cryptocurrency scams are phishing and hacking scam, pump and dump scams. And that's the end of my slide. I'll be happy to receive feedbacks from you about the talk and inputs from my personal expenses. And I am happy I have been of some help to this audience. I'm open to questions. I would also like to just say, as a practicing pediatrician in Mumbai and Maharashtra, I am also contesting and filed my nominations for the post of President-elect Indian Medical Association in Maharashtra State. Many of you may not be from Maharashtra, but you may be having your friends in Maharashtra. So do appeal to them to vote for me. Votings in Maharashtra will start from 25th of September and end somewhere in 28th of October. So I'll be happy and privileged if you could, tell some of your friends and colleagues to vote for me. That's all from my side. I'm open to questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, sir. That was a wonderful talk by you. And we really gained a lot of knowledge and little clarity in what you had been presenting in the past half an hour. And now I request all the participants to kindly unmute yourself, and you can ask directly questions, or you can post some questions here. Some of them have come, sir.
Hello.
Allow me, I can ask some questions which are posted. What is a passport manager? That is what
It's an app available on Google Play Store, for two-step authentication. So it is, yeah.
and there's another question by Dr. Ram. He says, according to you, which wallet is the
Safest.
best?
Sir, if you talk of Indian, WazirX is one good, then ZepPay is one good wallet. If you talk of international, Poloniex is one of the best, the digital currency wallet, which is, survived all the tests of time, for the last 7-8 years. So international market, Poloniex, Indian market, WazirX, ZepPay is there, Coinex is there. Most of them are safe. It depends on your appetite, how much you want to invest, minimum investment.
Also, I think he was alluding to safest. Which is the safest wallet?
Which is the safest?
Safest wallet. Safest wallet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Poloniex is one of the safest, ZepPay is safe, and WazirX is safe, Coinex is safe. So most of them are safe. You just do the R&D on Google and see the reviews. Just type that particular wallet. You'll come to know everything about that. Before investing, just do a move. But as of now, because of strict government regulations, the security what they're using is extraordinary. Because they are charging you transaction charge for buying and selling both. And they are getting that money in bitcoins. They are spending the money in rupees, and they are getting the money in bitcoin. So that is the reason why most of the wallets are safe. See, ultimately, if your luck is bad, anything can go wrong anytime. But as of now, I feel all the wallets are safe.
Sir, there is a actually you have already dealt with in India. He says many of them have bankrupt and closed most of the crypto exchanges. So how do you encash your Bitcoin in rupees? If you suppose
if you are in an Indian wallet, then definitely if you sell it, you will get the money in Indian rupees only. So maybe ZepPay, or if your wallet has become bankrupt and they are not able to allowing you to sell it, you can transfer that. You will have to pay some transaction charge for transfer from one wallet to another wallet, and then you can encash it. So that is not a big issue.
Dr. Harish Gopal, your comments, please.
Sir, since halving is there in the next year, so is it the correct time to buy cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum? Because what we have seen in the past is after the halving, usually the cryptocurrency zoom is there. What is your comment?
Personally speaking, on an open public forum, I would never advise you to invest in cryptocurrencies. But you can take that calculated risk. All investments are subject to market risk. Please read the offer. It's always given by SEBI, So you can invest at your own risk, but definitely, you can take a chance. But to be very frank, you can invest in share market also today, and you can get equally good returns as Bitcoins, So you can always think, because that demat account, all the shares will be with you only. You can sell it anytime. They are less volatile. So, but then you can definitely, it's a chance you are taking. It has happened over the years, but it will happen in 2024. No one knows. But that is what I told. That is the reason why I gave all the pros and cons of buying a Bitcoin, and if you want to buy, why you should buy.
Sir, and the second question is, since Ethereum has got a network applications more DeFi, so is it the best one to and the safest one to invest rather than Bitcoin?
Sir, investment in any cryptocurrency is associated with risk and volatility and market risk. This Bitcoin, Ethereum has also gone to almost $5,000 level and then come back to 1,600. But definitely, Ethereum is a more stable cryptocurrency with respect to Bitcoin. Because the price of Bitcoin has gone down. That is the reason. And because there is a lot of negative sentiments in the market as of now for Bitcoins and Ethereum, because so many new cryptocurrency wallets and currencies have come in the market, not just in India, across the globe, and they have looted people, literally they have sold these cryptocurrencies, then they have manipulated the price, rigged the price, and then they sold off everything and they vanished. You told most of the wallets have gone bankrupt. It's not bankrupt. What they have done, they have sold it to people like you and me, and they have vanished. And that is the reason why, those wallets have closed down. They had not go bankrupt. They have minted money. They have minted money, literally. They have earned money and they have made a fortune, unfortunately at your and mine cost, So that is the reason why you can, but definitely, I personally, I feel for me, Ethereum has given a better return than Bitcoin.
Sir, we can summarize your talk in a few points. Digital currency is a way forward, I think, in future for our country, especially the controlled and government-controlled digital currency. As you have said, Reserve Bank of India is now doing wholesale and retail experimentation. Probably we will have a full-fledged retail currency very soon in usage. And about the Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency, which you have talked about, sir. I think it is a very volatile instrument to invest, and you need a lot of knowledge for it, and you need a lot of attention, and probably your big ticket investment because it is in dollars. So it is a type of investment which can be explored by people who are interested in it. And it does give phenomenal returns if you wait for a little long and follow it very closely. And with that, I thank Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, sir, for giving a wonderful talk today. And your presentation was definitely made things little clear to most of the participants who are afraid of cryptocurrency, as you have rightly mentioned, because of the fraud which has been done by many exchanges in India, and with the doubtful permission by the government of India, once banned, again Supreme Court has come in and made it legal. Now 30% tax on it by the finance minister. All this has made our investors little wary about the cryptocurrency. But thank you very much, sir. Nevertheless,
just to add if you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, definitely you should have a big heart and you should have a big risk appetite, to lose everything. And only then you invest in cryptocurrencies. And those who are suffering from high blood pressures or have cardiac issues, though, they should refrain from investment in these cryptocurrencies, because there are two aspects. Positive, Bitcoin 30,000, 60,000, you are so excited you may get a heart attack or your blood pressure will shoot. 30,000, it comes to 10,000, again you may get a heart attack or a blood pressure may shoot. So that is the reason why you should be healthy.
Sir,
and
we should invest, I feel, only in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and always in a SIP mode. So that will bring down the risk, and also it will be really stable. So these coins are relatively stable than the altcoins or meme coins. Meme coins never go into that. Since I have seen in the past and I have invested for many years, so always stay with Bitcoin and Ethereum if you want to invest. And like sir said, it is very risky. Let it go. If it loses, you have to be ready for that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much, sir. We will call it a day, and we will request you, sir, as usual, to all our speakers to kindly be there to answer some of the questions which may prop up in our WhatsApp group. Sure. And you're already there as our faculty administration. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was my privilege talking to and speaking to all of you. Thank you. Good day.
Good day, sir. Bye.
Hello.